Hey, what's going on? What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to day 42 of 90 days of quitting alcohol. Today marks a Sunday, and it marks my 7th day of no drinking in a row, which brings my total days of no drinking over the past 42 total days to 21. So we've done 3 weeks on and 3 weeks off. And what a ride it has been. I have been through the roller coaster of emotions, and I have tried to portray all of them as best I can on this channel. Today's video, I really don't have a lot to say. This morning's been really productive. I finished another 5 or so videos, which means that I am below 40, the number 40, on the NFL's Top 100 Players of 2023 list, which means that as of tomorrow, my goal being 10 videos per day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I reckon I'm gonna get it done. I'm feeling really positive and confident about that. And one of the only reasons why I'm feeling that way is because I can actually think. I can actually start to think straight, or I can start to tell myself the day before. I can start to make plans for the next day and actually have confidence that I may indeed follow through with them, because I am waking up feeling capable, at least physically. Mentally, the one symptom that hasn't gone away, unfortunately, so far has been headaches, especially during the afternoon. I don't know whether that is because I focus on hydration so heavily in the morning, and then come, 2 or 3 in the afternoon, I sort of start to, focus on it less. I start to make it less of a priority to continue to be hydrated. So maybe, late in the afternoon, I'm feeling the effects of being dehydrated. I mean, my body balance as far as my water levels and sodium levels, vitamins and minerals, the balance is still going to be well out from what it should be, I think. But, it is what it is. I'm about to go to the gym. I've just headed over here to my dad's place to get my gym gear, which is, in this case, a long-sleeved Kathmandu thermal, black in colour, and over the top we've got my Under Armour quarter zip sports long sleeve top, jacket, whatever you want to call it. I'm feeling nice and tight, like with the 2 long sleeve garments. I am feeling nice and tight. I'm feeling ready to go for a workout, and I can't wait. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to head down to the gym, get a good workout in. At about 4 o'clock, I'm going to go and see my sister before her and her boyfriend enter another week's worth of work. Probably won't have too much of an opportunity to see them and say goodbye through the week, so I'm going to do some of that today. I'm looking forward to it, but first and foremost, I'm going to go and get a workout in. It's super, super important to my mental health and my physical health, of course. But if you take, if I got no benefits from it physically, I think I'd still do it. I think I'd still do it because it's always been that center point that I've been able to return to get some form of normalcy, to get some form of routine when I simply cannot. I feel like I can't. That's always been the start. To get back in that gym consistently has always been a really, really vital factor for me to have, or for me to turn things around, you know what I mean? When I've been... Look, I want to talk positively, I really do. I don't have a lot to say. I've said a hell of a lot over the last 3 days, and for anyone who's still here, for anyone who's still interested in what I have to say, I want to say thank you. I want to say I hope, you've got at least something from my stories and explanation of my experiences and stuff like that. That's what this channel is about. And we've got 90 days to fill it, you know what I mean? I've got 48 more days to fill with information and stories and experiences and opinions and point of views that I feel at the time and that someone else out there may benefit from. in some way, shape or form. Either way, time for the gym. Sorry, before I forget, I did want to mention something around my eating patterns. What I've found is that, I've mentioned it before, a huge deterrent for me to not want to drink on a particular day is for me to eat earlier in the day. What I've found is that throughout the latter part of this week, that requirement for me to eat earlier in the day has been less and less necessary for me to not want to drink. It is simply, at this point, it is simply just stacking days on top of each other. It's like stacking bricks. It's like, the more bricks you stack, the higher it's going to be and the stronger it's going to be. This wall between you and drinking alcohol excessively. And I think just time is what I need now. But certainly during the first 2, 3 or 4 days, eating was really, really important for me to not only fuel my body, of course, with what it needs rather than alcohol, but also, lessen the cravings for alcohol. At this point, like for example today, I haven't eaten, and I don't normally eat until at least lunchtime. But if I've got a workout to go and do, I do like to have at least something in my system, a few carbs. I don't need it to be super healthy or anything like that, just to have something in my system, something easily digestible, so that I can, utilize whatever carbohydrates have been absorbed into my system. Yes, they may not be absorbed until later in the day, but anyways, I'm just topping up my glycogen, my carbohydrates, and it makes me feel like I can at least get somewhat of a pump, which is kind of the reason we do weights, right? Yes, we want to add muscle mass, or in my case, I just want to maintain at the moment, but you also want to feel really, really good in the gym. And half the reason you feel really fucking on top of the world in the gym, it's physical. It is a pump. It is that skin-splitting pump that when you're natural is hard to come by unless you fuel yourself properly. So today, for example, I've had a chocolate bar, not gonna lie, and I've had 4 pieces of toast. And I had those about half an hour ago. So I'm ready to go to the gym. I just wanted to add that little piece of information in there because it means something to me, and it has been an integral part of this series. So now I'm going to the gym. Okay, so we are done with another workout. It was 2 kilometers on the treadmill, followed by some back and triceps for about 45 minutes. And then I jumped on the leg extension and did 6 sets. No rep was wasted. Sets of 10, building my way up to a working set at the end. And I reckon I'll feel that tomorrow, even if it was only 6 sets. I mean, the very lightweight squats that I did a couple days back, I certainly felt. I was even feeling a little niggle in my knee as I was running. So, the old adage says, if you don't use it, you lose it. And I've got to use every single muscle in my body to make sure that I'm a well-oiled, well-maintained, lean, mean machine. That's what I want to be by the time I turn 33. And nothing's going to stop me. All right, that's enough about me. I was watching back the footage from yesterday, and jeez. Oh my God, did you see the fear, the fear of God in my eyes right then? I thought someone was coming in the bathroom, but it was the sound from the air freshener. Anyway, moving on. The footage from yesterday was really good quality. It was a really nice surprise. That means that I've got a really solid day 1 physique update to use moving forward. And so that motivates me even more to make this a really, really good transformation, I want my body back. I want my body back. But it's not going to be easy. So every single workout is like putting cash in the bank. I've mentioned it before. It's a great analogy because it's true. In this game, you're only going to get out what you put in, and putting in means effort in the gym, but also what you put in your mouth. So I'm working on that. I will be working on that. In fact, I do plan on, once I get back to Alice Springs, once I get settled, to bring a 30 days of counting calories series. So for anyone interested in that, stay tuned. It'll be around me trying to drop body fat leading up to my 33rd birthday. So my shoulder is killing me. Oh, it's day 7 of no drinking, as you guys know, and I think that signing off here, we can really say together that we've put in a solid week, a really solid week. It's taken a lot of guts and determination, but it seems I've been able to turn it around somewhat, and I'm really proud of that. So I will see you at some point tomorrow, maybe the next day. But until then, have a fantastic day, night, or morning. If you are addicted to any substance out there and you're struggling, I was thinking, holy shit, if I actually get past this, and one day I want to give back to the community and actually help people, what would be my approach? What would be my tips? And I have to say that my ability to not have to work a full-time job and to have the amount of days I have had to just focus on what makes me happy. I've been away from my kids. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I've missed them dearly. But a part of me says that if I didn't have the isolation when and where I needed it over the last few days, I may not have been able to get through this. Connection has been huge, but also my periods of isolation and being by myself went, to do the things that I want to do. Be that edit videos, be that watch TV, watch sport, or come to the gym. Or sleep in if I need it. I've had 0 responsibilities this last 7 days, this last 28 days. And that has, for the first 3 weeks, it's probably hindered my progress, but for the last 7 days, it's been a godsend. And I'm not naive enough to think that everyone else out there who's struggling, who wants to quit, has that luxury or that ability. But if you can organize it, and if you can prepare your house and your affairs financially, physically, in your surroundings around your house, if you can clean your bedroom and do the washing and clean the kitchen and get everything sweet, all the surfaces clear, so you can wake up on that day 1 and focus on what you need to focus on, because inevitably the drug or alcohol, whatever you're addicted to, is going to come into your brain first thing. But I can say, guys, that this morning I woke up just 7 days sober and I did not think about it. It wasn't the first thought that came into my mind. And I'm just so grateful for that. And I've listened to a little bit more of Alan Carr. I'm yet to make a judgment on it. I've come into this sort of knowing that I've got a problem and knowing that it doesn't really make me happy, and sort of, I believe that if you knew someone that was struggling with alcohol clearly, but they were convinced that they could either, control it or they didn't have a problem, if you could somehow, some way get someone in that position that you were really worried about to listen to the book somehow, then I think a lot of the points would hit different and they would really make you think. But a lot of his theories and opinions and statements I have already sort of been on board with, and so it's just encouragement, really. I'm using it as encouragement, and I really enjoyed listening to about 45 minutes of it through my workout today. So that's me, day 42 in the bag. All the best, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow.